Hey everyone, welcome back to the next conference tournament predictions video. We have the Big East coming up, and I think this tournament's going to be interesting. This one in particular, I got some big notes to cover for this one, especially starting with Villanova. Villanova this year, I haven't been the biggest on them overall. Villanova has, at times, they've struggled, especially coming off the COVID pause. They've lost to St. John's. They almost lost to Georgetown. They've been upsetted by Virginia Tech earlier in the season. I mean, overall, though, they've played strong a lot. At times, though, they've kind of let up a little bit. Then the news comes that Colin Gillespie tore his MCL. There's another key injury on Villanova. I think it's a day-to-day basis, I believe. So Villanova has injury issues. They could be upsetted early in this tournament. That's a very real possibility. I think if Georgetown were to beat Marquette, I think it's a better possibility. I think Marquette, I'm not sure about Marquette. That matchup's a coin flip. But and then Creighton, I haven't even talked about this with you guys yet because we haven't even gotten to Creighton yet. I haven't done a bracketology video since last Friday. I expect one either tomorrow or Friday for the final bracketology video before we get to the NCAA tournament predictions. I will do a thoughts video on all the teams overall. I'm not sure. I might not do that. That might just be kind of a nuisance. I'll be probably doing that during the NCAA tournament predictions video overall. So that'll be a kind of a longer video. But Creighton has had issues surrounding their coach. Some comments he made did not settle well with the organization overall. He was suspended, then reinstated. So Coach Greg McDermott will be coaching during the Big East tournament, but I'm not sure where their mental aspect is at currently. I'm not exactly sure where they sit currently in the mentality phase of this whole thing. They did beat Butler by 20, but I'm not completely sold on Creighton right now. I'm not sure where they're going, how far they're going to go in the Big East. Connecticut's return to the Big East has been one that's been a lot of talk this year. James Bouknight coming back really helped. Or should I say James Bouknight, really the main guy on this team, but they also somebody else who could play some stout defense blocking those shots. Bouknight was injured for a couple of weeks, but when he came back, Creighton, I think, only lost one game out of their last 8 or 9. They have been hot. Connecticut's a very dangerous team. Then we got St. John's. St. John's went on a hot streak in the middle of the season before. They kind of fell a little flat towards the end. They have a good defensive player, too. He is a machine with steals. Seton Hall has been sneaky, too, but lately they have not looked good. You got Providence, who I think Providence is the one team that could be the sneakiest in this tournament. They do have some talent. David Duke. Providence plays big in the inside. Providence might be the sneakiest team because you don't know what you're going to get from this team. They've pushed some teams this year. They beat Creighton. They split with Creighton. They were trying to get to Villanova. They did beat Villanova recently. Providence is a team I'd watch out for, especially with Xavier too, although I don't know why Xavier dropped their games against Georgetown Marquette. That was bad losses. I thought Xavier was going to take the momentum they had against Creighton. They played some excellent defense in that game, but they just played absolute crap against the first-round matchup at Georgetown Marquette. Not sure what to make out of these two teams. Marquette had some big wins earlier in the year. Georgetown pushed Villanova at one point in one of their games. Butler upset at Villanova, but I'm not so big on Butler. They don't score a whole bunch. Then you got DePaul, who's dead last, the worst in the Big East. So without further ado, stop elaborating on all that, let's get to our predictions, shall we? First round starting today on March 10th. The first matchup, I think today, is Xavier Butler. I'm not sure though on that. Georgetown Marquette's a toss-up to me. Marquette beat Georgetown. I've liked Georgetown just a little bit more. I've watched them play, and they definitely can win that game, but Marquette could too. That's a 50-50 game at this point. Xavier, I'll take Xavier over Butler, although Butler can win that game. I just don't like the fact they average only 63 points a game. That's hard. It's hard to trust a team like that. But Butler can play some defense, I guess. I don't know. Providence over DePaul. Villanova, Georgetown. I could see the upset here. Absolutely. Georgetown gave Villanova fits. I still think Villanova will win this game, but I'm not sure how far they're going to get. They do have a great coach in Jay Wright. Don't forget that, but that can only go so far when your star player is out. It's hard. It's a lot harder to really make things happen. St. John's, Seton Hall. I've liked St. John's more lately. I have. Seton Hall hasn't produced much for me lately. I don't know what's going on with that team. And then I'll take Creighton to beat Xavier to get revenge. Connecticut and Providence could be sneaky. I see Providence possibly making a run this tournament, but I have to take UConn. They've looked a lot better lately. I mean, they're going to take that momentum when Providence will take that momentum they had to beat Villanova to basically carry through, I think, but UConn's looked so much better. And then I got an upset. I have St. John's sitting Villanova. St. John's has beat Villanova already, but Villanova came back and beat them up the second time around. But Villanova's a lot weaker right now. And then I got another upset. I got Connecticut beating Creighton. Creighton, I'm not sure where they're at, mentally right now. Are they going to be all on the same page together with their coach? I don't know. That's a huge question mark. This could really negatively impact Creighton's Big East tournament, and this could also drastically, I wouldn't say drastically affect their NCAA tournament seeding. I think right now Creighton is a 5 or a 6. I think a 4 at best if they win the Big East tournament. I don't know about 3. 3's a little high, I think, with the losses they've had. And I'm going with Connecticut to win the Big East. What a return this would be for Connecticut if they won the Big East tournament. This would be one heck of a year for them. I'm rooting for Connecticut. I mean, I do like this team. They have played well. I know Connecticut and their history with tournaments and all that. They're a team that you can usually count on. We will see what happens, though. Next prediction video coming up is the Big 12. That one's going to be tough. The last two are going to be very tough, so hang in there with me on these picks. I'm telling you, you're going to see some interesting picks, trust me. But I'll see you guys then.